everyone, it's Tammy, and we are going to be doing our card number 2 using this Lemon Zest set, which is new in the annual catalog for Stampin' Up, and I absolutely love it. I didn't know for sure if I would love it as much as I do, but I am truly enjoying it. And I got it as a bundle with the punch, and this is a lemon punch, and it has 2 leaves and then the lemon here, so this is really fun. And I think on this card I'm also going to be using this double stitched ribbon. It's really pretty, and this is in the color, let's see, does it tell me what color it is? Surely it does. Daffodil Delight. Now I am using crushed curry as my yellow of choice, so it's a little, this is brighter, this is a little more dull of a yellow. I have Daffodil Delight in paper, but I don't have it in an ink pad, so that's why I chose to use the matching ink pad. So let's go ahead and get started. I have a card base cut so that it makes an 8.5 by 11 card. I'm going to take my bone folder, and then I also have a piece of, sorry, I do not know why my dog is barking, a piece of the crushed curry that I have cut, and this is cut at 3 3/4 by 5, so it's a little bit smaller than 1/4 of an inch. Usually you cut it at 1/4 of an inch. This is a 1/2 inch smaller, so that it has 1/4 of an inch on each side. And the reason I did that is because I wanted to stamp a background on the back, and I don't really think that's enough. I'm thinking I'm going to cut it another 1/4 of an inch. So let's do that first. So I am going to be making this 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. Oops. Oh goodness, I barely, that should do it. I cut it too silly here, so let me just use my scissors to get that part off. Let's see how this looks to me. Sometimes what I have in my head, and until I put it on paper, I can't really tell. Okay, I like that better. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp a background onto this. So I'm going to take a piece of scratch paper and put this down, and then I'm going to take my slice of lemon or orange or lime, whatever you want this to be. In this case it's going to be a lemon. Just take the back off the rubber stamps, and that can be thrown away. Put it on a block and you're ready to go. So I'm going to use this crushed curry. And I'm just going to stamp it around the edges in different places. And I'm not going into the middle because I'm going to put my piece of crushed curry cardstock right there in the middle. So I don't need to put any in the middle. I'm just using my Stampin' Mist and my Stampin' Scrub to clean that. And then I can put it back into my kit. And then I'm going to go ahead and put this piece of cardstock over the top. And again, this is cut at 3 1/4, no, 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. just to give us some extra room so that we can see the lemons on the outside. Isn't that cute? Already it's just cute. And then I know that I'm going to need a piece of Whisper White over the top of this. And that looks about like the right length. And then I said this is, I don't even remember what I said. I'm just going to have to measure it. It is 3.5. So this is going to have to be 3.25. So this is 3.25 by 4.25. Let's see how that looks. That looks pretty good. I don't know if you guys could see that, I'm sorry. So that's just going to go right on top. And then I'm going to also use my crushed curry and this full lemon. And I'm going to stamp 2 lemons and I'm going to punch those out. And let's see, I think I'm going to do it this way. And then I also want to punch out the leaves. And I'm going to do those in Lemon Lime Twist. And I think I'm just going to do one of each for this card. I love those colors together. It's looking very citrusy already. And I guess I could decide what sentiment I want to use. I want to use If Life Gives You Lemons, Squeeze It for All It's Worth. That's what I want to do. And let's see, I'm not sure what color I want to do that in yet, so I'm going to leave those to the side, and I'm going to go ahead and cut out, punch out these lemons. So I'm going to take my punch. I don't know if I can do it with all of these in here or not, but we're going to try. I think I can. So this one will punch out this lemon. And then let's see if I can punch out this leaf. You just have to be careful when you're using these kinds of punches like this, because if I punch this leaf out right now, it's going to punch out some of my lemon over here, and I don't want that. So let me punch out my lemon first, making sure that it doesn't punch out anything else that I need, and it doesn't. So I can go ahead and punch out my lemon. Now I can punch out my leaf and not have to worry that it's going to punch out some of the lemon because I've already punched that out. And then I need to punch out this leaf. So let me rip this off. And then, oh, I don't know that I can get in there. So what I'm going to do I like my paper to have as many straight edges as I can, like my leftover paper. Not always is that possible, but sometimes it is. So now let's see if I can get it in there. And I still can't. It has too much on the back end over here. So let me cut some of this off. Now this should do it. Yes, I can get it in there and punch out my leaf. Now all of this is just trash. And I have my 2 lemons and my leaves, and I'm good. And then I have this extra, so I'll put that up there. And I'm going to use some of this pretty ribbon. And it's going to go around this. So I'm going to just cut some of it off here. And then I'm also going to need a piece just to tie a little knot. So I'm just going to take another little piece just so I can have a knot. Then I like to store my ribbon. Oops. I take it and I wrap it underneath and then pull it tight. And then so that stores it so it doesn't flip-flop all around. And then this is, I just take regular Scotch tape, or you could use your ATG gun, it doesn't matter. Goodness, I sure did a crazy piece on that tape, didn't I? I mean, however you want to do it is fine. But I'm going to put it here, and then I'm just going to wrap my ribbon around and put a piece of Scotch tape to hold it down here, because nobody will see this, so it doesn't really matter. And I'm going to do the same with this side. Oh, and I didn't show you, but this stitched ribbon is different on each side, and so you could decide which side you wanted to use it. If you wanted to do the opposite side, you could do that too. I like this stitched ribbon. This is the first time I'm using it, but it is really pretty. So let me show you. This side has the X's, and then this side just has the lines. So if you'd prefer the lines, you could do that too. And then I'm just going to take this piece and tie it in a little knot. And trim the edges so that they're a little bit angled, but I'm being careful not to angle too much on the X, where I see the X. Because that would fray it. So there we go. So now I'm going to go ahead and put this one down. Oops. And I'm going to use my ATG gun. And when I do this, I like to just make sure that I put ATG over where the ribbon is, just to give it a little extra reinforcement. It's not necessary, it's just something that I usually do. So I'm going to put this down here. Oh, this card is coming together nicely. And then I'm going to decide, I don't know if the big end is supposed to be, I don't know enough about citrus to know which end the leaves come from, but I kind of like it like that. And I kind of like it like that. So I am going to take my dimensionals. I'm going to put 2 dimensionals on this one up here and one down here. Peel those off. And then put this down like so. Then I'm going to take 2 dimensionals on this one, put one here, put one here, peel those off like so. But before I put this down, I'm going to double layer it. So I'm taking 2 more dimensionals, putting one on top of the one I already had, and one on top of that one that I've already had. So now this one is going to be twice as high as this lemon. And I'm going to put that down like that. So now you can see how this one, it's stacked. Hopefully you can see that. This one is one-dimensional, this one is two-dimensionals. And then I'm going to take my leaves, and they're going to be attached to this top one, so I need those to be double layered as well. But I can tell you I don't need a full dimensional on these. I can kind of cheat a little bit and use a half dimensional. Oops. On each one, like that. And then I can cut off another half dimensional. And if it doesn't match totally on top, that's okay, don't worry. You're really just going for the depth. It doesn't have to match totally to do that. Just stack them on top of each other. And let's see, I'm going to put that one here and this one here. Oh, that's cute. I feel silly saying that, but it is cute. I don't even know if I need to put the sentiment on here. I might just put them both on the inside. So let's see, if life gives you lemons. And I think I'll do it in, let's do it in this lemon lime twist. Oh no. Yeah. If life gives you lemons, let's do that one in the crushed curry. And then squeeze it for all it's worth. I'm going to do that one in the lemon lime twist. And I kind of angled this one, not on purpose, but I angled this one on purpose to kind of match that one. I'm really liking this. If life gives you lemons, squeeze it for all it's worth. And you know what I'm gonna do, because I wanted to add that little sentiment on the front, and clearly it didn't fit. I could arrange the card to make it fit if I really wanted it to, but I like it like this. And I think I'm gonna take my Wink of Stella, if I can find it. That one's not it. Here it is. My clear Wink of Stella, and I'm going to put it on these leaves. Just to give it a little bit of glitter. Very cute, if I say so myself. I like it. All right, well, there you go, guys. There's card number 2 of this series, and this stamp set is Lemon Zest. You can find it and everything else in my store, which is open 24/7. It's the Stampin' Up store, but my link is down below, and it will take you shopping right from my shop, and I really appreciate your business. So if you like this card, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and if you want to purchase anything, feel free to click the link below. Thank you so very much, and have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.